Melissa, and this is Abby. We're at one of our favorite places in the Tampa Bay area, a very important pet in Clearwater, Florida. They offer everything from grooming, boarding, training. They even offer in-home pet sitting. Let's go inside and talk with them about everything you need to know before you drop off your furry friend at VIP. Let's go inside.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Abigail. What can we do for you today?
Well, I'm always telling people how great VIP is, so I'd like to make a video explaining what people should do before bringing in their furry friend to VIP.
Oh, well, that's great. That'll be really helpful for first-time clients and really also for people who've been coming for a long time.
Well, I remember a few months ago we went on a cruise and you guys did an amazing job with Abigail. She was exhausted when she got home. She went straight to her bed.
That's completely normal. Our dogs play so hard when they're here that it's very normal for them to go home and just crash. I do the same thing after a vacation.
So what should people do before bringing their pet in?
Well, the first step for all of our services is making a reservation before you bring your dog in. So for boarding, we ask that owners bring in shot records and food in a plastic container and no toys or beds. We have two options here for boarding at VIP. We have cage boarding and cage-free boarding. Cage-free boarding lets dogs play and interact with other dogs of their same size. And we have separate areas for small dogs, large dogs, and puppies with plenty of room to play, and they're always supervised by staff. We have a lot of fun here. We put the sprinklers on and we play ball or frisbee, and we also have a doggy pool for hot days. Every dog is a very important pet, so we consider every dog's disposition and temperament when selecting their play friends. Cage-free dogs get outside 4 to 5 times a day, and they're given treats for good behavior. So if your dog's on a special diet, please be sure to let us know if they can't have our treats, and you can always bring in your own. And cage boarding dogs get to stay in a 4x5 foot private run, and they also get to go outside 3 to 4 times a day.
And you provide the beds and the food bowls, right?
That's right, and we wash everything after each use.
So I remember before I boarded Abby, you went over some vaccines. Could you tell us what those were?
Sure. We require all dogs to have vaccines for Bordetella, rabies, and distemper. And if your dog is younger than a year, they must have the Bordetella vaccine every 6 to 9 months.
I also know you board cats here. What kind of vaccines do they need?
Cats just need to be up to date on their rabies.
Oh, another thing I remember before dropping Abby off is you asked me to put her food in a plastic container. Why was that?
That's actually an important one. Often when food comes to us in a bag, it can rip or spill. So we ask that people put the food in a plastic container so that we don't have that problem. And we also ask that they put a label on it with the pet's name and the feeding instructions. And if the exact amount is important, that we ask that they please supply their measuring cup. We have a lot of dogs boarding with us, and organization of the food is very important to us. If you don't bring your food for your pet, you can always purchase Science Diet, or it's $3 per feeding.
One of the things I loved about her stay here was that you gave her a bath before she came home, and it was so nice to bring her home smelling good, and I love your guarantee of flea-free. That's awesome.
We give all dogs a bath before pickup. And if you want nails, ears, anal glands, and a hand dry done, the bath is a VIP price. We like to make sure all pets go home flea-free and clean. If a dog comes in with fleas or ticks, we're going to give him or her a flea bath at the owner's expense. We just want to make sure our facility is clean and healthy for all the pets that come to VIP.
That's what I love about this place. I feel really good knowing Abigail's safe.
Well, our center is about safety first. In the event that a dog needs medical attention of any kind, the dog will be taken to the vet at the owner's expense. And we do that for the safety of the dog and for the rest of the dogs here. We have 13 cameras around the facility, so if we need to play back for any reason, we have that availability.
That's great. And you also have grooming services?
Yes, that's right. People bring in their dogs for bathing and for grooming. We offer 2 types of baths. A VIP bath, which is 2 shampoos, with one getting the grease out and the other shampoo being a special high-grade shampoo for that dog's particular hair type. The VIP also includes ears and nails and a hand blow dry. And we Dremel the nails, so they're nice and smooth. We also offer a regular house bath at a discounted price.
Now, I have some friends that have a dog, its hair always gets matted. Some people say demat it for a bath, others say do it after. Which is the best way?
Dematting can be really stressful for a dog. Some dogs are very sensitive to having their hair pulled, and it's really uncomfortable. So they get upset, and also the skin can get a rash from it. So we really don't advise any dematting, and regular brushing at home can often prevent the hair from getting matted and provide a better outcome.
So is there anything else customers should know about grooming at VIP?
Yes, actually, a couple things to know about after a grooming. If any irritation occurs after a groom, they should let us know as soon as possible and bring the dog back so we can inspect and advise. We guarantee everything we do. Also, after you go home, if you find that, you'd like adjustments to the groom or certain areas need trimmed shorter, you can always bring the dog back for an adjustment at no extra charge within 4 days of the groom. We make notes on every grooming in order to do a great job.
Oh, I love that, knowing the groom's gonna look how I want it to. So what are some of the other services you offer here?
Well, we offer regular daycare for those who just want to drop off their pet for just the day. And that service, we have the same requirements as I mentioned for boarding your dog at VIP. And we also want to let owners know who bring their dogs in for daycare that if you bring your lunch, it's going to be an extra $3 charge. It's just usually best to feed your dog before or after daycare.
Okay.
And another thing to know about daycare is that sometimes the dogs are outside playing and wrestling, and occasionally, little play scratches happen. That's normal. They're having a great time, and we always keep a close supervision on any type of play that's happening at VIP.
Wow, it seems like you guys offer a lot of services, which is nice. I love being able to take my dog to the same place with the same people.
Our employees are all handpicked with dog experience, and we're constantly training our staff for the best possible care. One last thing we offer is training.
Really?
We offer individually designed programs to correct issues, to help break bad habits, that could keep you from having the best relationship with your dog. We also do leash training here or at your home.
Oh, I have some friends that would be really interested in that, and it's great you can go inside people's homes to help with leash training.
And speaking of going to homes, we also offer in-home pet sitting. We just need you to bring us the key.
Wow, that's great to know and a great option to have.
We also have our limo for drop-off and pickup.
That's really cool. Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
Well, the only other thing to let people know is that we breed poodles and doodles. Otherwise, I think we covered it all.
Well, that was a lot of information, but all very important. Hopefully it'll help people when they're bringing their pets in to take advantage of all the services you have to offer.
Yes, well, I'm happy if it helps people out, and I really appreciate you doing this.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me, and I know we're going to bring Abigail here for a really long time. And thank you for joining me here in Clearwater, Florida at VIP, a very important pet. Anything you want to add, Abigail? Bye.